So, I'm in the beer room. I'm waiting to join Scott and Wonder's feed at 11:30. It's 10:30 now, and I thought, oh, sod it. So I'll just come down the beer room and do a quick beer review, as you do at this time of night. You think, oh, email klaxon, and I'm actually quite sober, to be fair. Got over the beer earlier, and now I'm all right. So, new to Sainsburys. Let me just angle this blooming camera down. That's it. New to Sainsburys is the Wild Beer Company, and it's their Wild IPA, a mixed fermentation IPA. And it says a load of rubbish on the back that I can't read because it's far too dark at this time of night. No other beer pairs with food quite like Wild IPA. Good evening. Hey, no worries, mate. It's just that I've been so behind just in the last day or so, catching up with stuff and work and, extracurricular stuff. But yeah, late night review, job's a good one. I thought, I'm waiting for an hour. Wife's fell asleep. I'm upstairs sitting there. I'm getting stressed because I'm waiting. And I'm on at 11:30 on Scott and Wonder's jobby. And I thought, I'm sitting there. I thought, oh, sorry, let's just quick late night beer review. Yeah. And the wife doesn't know because she's fast asleep. So, yay! And although I've got to be careful not to get too drunk because I don't want to look a right twat at 11:30. So yeah, Wild Beer Company. They're Wild Mixed Fermentation IPA. Not had it before. Seen it at Sainsburys. It is 5.2%. So not too heavy on the ABV. Good evening. So yeah, I've been watching Wanda and Scott, and it's hilarious when they shaved off the beards. Yeah, that was funny. And I did have to add a bit to it. Shave it off, as you do. You know, never one to not say something. And but yeah, it's been a good laugh. I like Stout Proman, to be honest. I think it's a decent enough lager beer. You know, for those who drink Foster's and Carling and Stella, Budweiser and all that stuff, you know, the world lagers are the better lagers out there, you know. Oh, nice hoppy nose on this. Yeah. So, yeah, fuck that. I'll shave my own hair. I don't need someone to do it on the channel. I've actually donated tonight as well. Luckily, they've got a PayPal donate, and I thought, oh, well, I'll donate as well. But every little helps, I suppose, you know. And what they're doing, I love what they're doing. You know, the daughter Leia and the heart transplant, you know, tough for any. Yeah. And the wife not even worried about it because she's took some tablets to fall asleep. She knows I'm coming down the shed. I said to her, I've got no time when I'm on. I've got no time when I'm coming off. And she says, you'll be in no fit state when you come up. And I says, well, I'm not drinking. Yeah. I can lie too. But hey, you know, that's life, isn't it? She knows what I'm like. So, good evening. So I'd say a gold to amber pour. Good bit of carbonation. Bit of a white head. I'll shave my own head later. I'd need to find me gear, and it'd look even worse than what Scott's does at the moment. Although his mate John, fair play to him, shaving that beard off. He looks 10 years younger. In fact, they both look 10 years younger. Hey, I wonder if it'll do the same for my hair when I get rid of my hair over the next few days. 10 years younger. Now, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Would be nice. Oh. So I can't get away with these normally because she'd have a right dicky at me. But because it's this charity thing, and I said to her, I'm going to have to go down the beer room. Oh, yeah, me too. Although we're not looking at booking any holidays this year. It's just too much trouble this year. Is that Simon from Real Ale? I think that people sometimes, when people are, I don't know, in a position of being popular and all that, that they're scared of losing their, I mean, from a website point of view, sometimes pointing your visitors to the wrong website can lose you visitors, irrespective of your feelings against what they're doing, or not. Good evening. And sometimes I've had it on the internet where they won't link to me on my website, even though the news came from me, they know it came from me, and they won't link to you because they're so scared of losing their visitors. And this happens in social media and everywhere. Oh, bless you. Yeah. Which one? Which of the red vinos? Do you know which one it is? Because they're both slightly different. Good evening. So yeah, late night review. Hey, I don't get to do these very often. Certainly not down the beer room. This is a one-off down the beer room, late night. Ooh. Usually I'm pissed up and fell asleep. Yeah, he had a bottle of Amarone off me, so Italian fine wine, and a bottle of Greece. I've not been to Greece, to be honest. My son has. He enjoyed it in Greece. Like all countries, you have to respect the culture there and the way they are. And if you're a friendly person, a nice person, and obviously you've always got one eye out for the idiots, obviously. There's always idiots. Wherever you live in the world, there's always an idiot. I only have to walk into Nottingham. Well, to be honest, I only have to look across the road and I see idiots. But, that's just life, isn't it? There's lots of that. But if you're a decent person, we've been to Spain, never had any issues in Spain. It is a bit late for me, yes. I'm usually fast asleep at this time, and I'm pissed out of my head and fast asleep. Yeah. Yeah, usually steaming by this time of night. But I've got this thing with Scott and Wonder at 11:30, and it's going to be interesting. It'll be my actual. I mean, I've been on Craig's Kent Beer Reviews channel live, and I've been on Blue Nose live. But a one-to-one, if it is going to be a one-to-one live, that's something I haven't done, and it's kind of scary in a lot of ways. And then next week I'm going on Dean's channel live, and again, kind of scary. It's a journey I need to make from a personal point of view, so I can do collab reviews with people and have the balls to do it. It's not the balls thing; it's an anxiety thing. It's for those with mental health. It's just about doing that thing. Yeah, I've come out of the closet not that sort of closet, fuck's sakes, but the closet as in away from everybody else. Yeah, I mean, there was a stage where I didn't look at anybody else's reviews. Not that I wasn't interested. I had enough going on in my own life to. It's 5.2%, and I think it is anyway. Yeah, and it's available. This is one of them new ones from Sainsburys. I keep them together so I actually know where they're from. And I think that's the last of the new ones from Sainsburys. Yeah, because I think that one's part of the low-cost beer haul video. I need to restack the shelf tomorrow. There's gaps on my shelf. And I also need to Instagram these little buggers down here that I still haven't Instagrammed. And tomorrow, flipping out, 2 iconic beers at 6 o'clock. Possible both #1 beers. It's an exciting moment. As a fan of beers, to be drinking 2 beers that tick all the raggy boxes. An imperial ginger stout with rum, and imperial butterscotch. I think Lidl now have got those Welsh beers in, haven't they? I mean, is St David's Day close by? I'm not Welsh, so you have to I apologise for myself. I know when St Patrick's Day is March 17th. For other reasons, I know that day. I'm not sure. They were both in Pepsi bottles. One's going to be slightly more full-bodied than the other. That's all I can tell. Monday's St. David's Day. This Monday coming. Oh. Yeah. Thought I'd do a late one. I'm not going on Scotland Wander till 11:30. I'm sitting upstairs. I've done everything I need to do. I don't want to get too settled. And I thought, oh, sod it. Go down the beer review. Go down the beer room, rather. And do a quick beer review while I'm down here. Job's good. Oh, bless you. Yeah. You've got to be careful what you drink. I mean, so it's St. David's Day's Monday. That's very interesting then. Right. It's got to be a St. David's Day beer review special then. 3 beers, all Welsh beers. And it's funnily enough, some kind gentleman actually bought me 3 Welsh beers. How crazy is that? Hell yes. Yeah. On days earlier this year when I was at my extremely worst mentally, I was drinking a silly amount of spirits, and I'm trying to wean myself totally off them because it can be dangerous, I mean, there's a fun side of drinking beer. Yeah, I've drunk 6 beers, I've drunk that, but we must always remember that drink too much, there's always a risk. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, there's always the risk that you're going to go too far. Daya, I don't know if I've had any Daya beers. Is it Derbyshire Brewery, Daya? For the life of me, I can't remember. And I hear about them so much. I've heard Craig say about them. Bless you. Yeah, with drinking too much, you've got to be careful. It's all right, other people. Cheltenham. Rightio. Yeah, I've heard lots of the beer reviewers saying that this is a good brewery. I might need to go on their website. I've never been to Greece, so I wouldn't know, to be honest. No, I've been to Salou in Spain, and I've been to Paris for Disneyland in Paris. I've been to Orlando 4 times. 4 times, wow. Best place on earth for theme parks. Been to Canary Islands, Northern Ireland multiple times, obviously family over there, so you go over there for the family and the beer and the fry-ups in the morning. Then you just got to make sure you don't get caught short when you need a shit and you've got nowhere to go. Yes, I've been caught short. Yeah, Scotland Wander are on now. They've been on all day. I'm on at 11:30. Yeah, I'd love to. I can't wait to get to the pub on April the 12th. No, we're going April the 12th. Definitely. We definitely are. It'd be a Nottingham pub because obviously we still don't want to be travelling too far. And under the regulations, I don't think you're supposed to be travelling too far. Right, that's interesting. I'm waiting for some spare pennies to come off the internet, as you do, spare pennies. Can't be spending your bill money. Do you Sant Day? St. David's Day? That's interesting. So yeah, Monday then, the same. We did it for one the other week. Burns night we did. Yeah. So next St. David's Day, Monday, I'll get 3 beers out. Obviously, everyone will have to get their own Welsh beers. And then Morrison's do at least 1 or 2 Welsh beers. I think they all do. I think Reverend James is available most places. Brewdog's Elvis Juice, a brilliant grapefruit beer. And if you ever do homebrew, Mangrove Jacks do a grapefruit clone of it. But don't put the bloody hops in straight into the bucket. Put the hops in a pair of tights, or make sure they're clean. You know, some sweaty gusset tights. But put the hops in the pair of twats and then chuck it in. Otherwise, you'll live to regret it. I live to regret it, you know. Yeah. It was a bastard getting the beer out without having all this crap from the hops in the beer. Just need to make sure that the time... Oh, we're still well away. Yeah, as long as I finish by about 1/4 past, I'm laughing. Then I'm ready for Scotland Wonder with my prune juice wine. Got to be prune juice wine, hasn't it? You've been to the Day Brewery as well. Ooh. Hello, Christy. This is my version of sobering up. So I haven't had a beer since earlier. Well, I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have. No. You forget, don't you? You know, with age, I think you forget what you've drank, or you just don't give a shit. Fuck the Glenfiddich. I'm not touching that now. I don't want to show myself up too much. I mean, there's showing yourself up and then there's too much. Good evening. Yeah, Elvis juice. Elvis juice is all right. So not a bad beer, really. You know, nice to see Sainsburys finally catching up. A bit loud at this time of night, but I'm well away from the house and I don't give a monkey about the neighbours, you know. They can't tell where it's coming from. And, oh, ginger beer, lovely ginger beer. You know, snake venom. If I had one for free, I wouldn't pay 40 quid again, for fuck's sakes. But you know, if Keith Brewery sent me one for free, I'd have it then. And do another review. So Lidl have got the 2 Welsh beers coming in. That I do know. And I need to get hold with, you know, go to Daya. I always thought there was a Derbyshire brewery being DE. Good evening. You know, it is going from strength to strength. We seem to have a great community of great people. Not just me. I'm just somebody who's a beer reviewer. But, you know, the amount of people that are all joining together and becoming a community is amazing. And, you know, fellow beer reviewers. And then you go from, you know, and then what happens is it expands. So people watch me, then they watch Bullman, they watch Craig, they watch Adam, Mersey Beers, and it just expands out. And I think it's awesome, you know, because everyone reviews different stuff. Oh, I'm doing prune juice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some great people on the beer community. And I heard Scott today on his channel. He didn't know I was watching. So I wasn't commenting. He didn't know I was watching. And he was talking to Paul's Beer Reviews. I've only recently discovered Paul's Beer Reviews, to be honest. No, I've done the Carpackle. That's all. And he was saying to the people, he says, I've watched Raggy for 2 years. And so that just goes to show you, you know, that's an admission. I mean, I didn't even know he watched me. And I've seen Scotland Wonder. When I wasn't really taking notice of what was happening, I seen Scotland Wonder. And yeah, there is. I mean, I've got no issues with any one of them because they've all been really nice, you know, every one of them. And even Simon's gave me a shout out, Raggy! And that was really nice of him too, you know. And I mean, I think he was pissed at the time, mind you, although he always seems pissed on his beer reviews. Bless him. Bless you. Enjoy. Beers and gins. Fucking hell. Rocking it. Hey, don't wake up with a bad stomach. Oof. Polly's. Yeah, they do some good stuff. I think that's a women's brewery, if I remember rightly. So this was a totally one-off, you know, beer review, but hey, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, you was there, right? Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? And that bit of interaction, you know, I can't wait to meet the lad. You know, good evening. You know, everybody goes on YouTube for a reason, whether you're a beer reviewer. Oh God, have I ever had Brother's Cider? Yeah, just about every single one. Yeah, all very nice. Toffee apple cider, king of the crop. People are on YouTube and people do what they do in life, you know. Simon was the one who started me off doing beer reviews. I was watching Central TV one night and he came on and on about some bloke doing beer reviews. And I said to the wife, I says, I can fucking do beer reviews, pardon my French. Parma Violet, the Parma Violet one is very nice. Yeah, I've seen him getting it shaved off. Did you notice when they were shaving the faces of the two blokes, Scott and I think his name's John, that they were laughing their heads off, the women? So funny. It'd be laugh, wouldn't it? But yeah, with all the beer reviewers on YouTube, everyone's doing what they do. And I've watched most of the beer reviewers now, if not all of them. That I've seen, yeah, that come up on my feed. Because obviously, there's people doing beer reviews that may not come up. Lord, he's the one who runs Lord's Brewing Company. Ah, that's why they kept saying Lord's Brewing Company. See, I don't know that. I wondered why they kept saying it. But 3 years ago, out in town with mates. Funny enough, some of them mates aren't my mates anymore. But hey, you know, you live in, you know, good evening. So yeah, yeah. For me, all the beer reviewers, they're doing their own thing, and you know, cheers. It's interesting to watch other people and how they do things, and everyone does things for a reason, and I get that. Most of the fact that I did beer reviews was to, thank you. No, not yet. His wife's fell asleep. She took tablets. She's had shitty night's sleep for 3 nights on the row. And so she's gone to sleep early tonight with the tablets. So I've told her I'm coming down the beer room because I don't know when I'm going on live. So live on Scott and Wonder. They don't know what's coming. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm only having the one. I daren't get too pissy arsed. How long have you been doing beer reviews then, Mr. Bullman or Greg? Yeah, can't fault you. Let the missus fall asleep. My missus usually comes downstairs and says, what the fuck are you doing? Sneaky beer reviews. 10 months. You've done well for 10 months though. I mean, it took me, you know, when I did my beer reviews, it was a long time before I started getting people watching. I only have to look at the start of my channel, and a lot of good beer reviews, in my opinion at least, no one was watching them. And but obviously I wasn't part of the community, and I didn't, obviously, until the last month or two, I've not really joined the community at all. It's all basically grown, I don't know, probably from just people looking and seeing a beer review and thinking, oh, he's reviewing that beer, you know. I mean, there was a beer reviewer a few weeks back. Ooh. I'm glad to see all the blokes are saying you have to sneak into the bed later, like they've been out on the dirty. That's hilarious. Yeah, my wife should come downstairs and give me a bollocking. I would get the red card tonight. It's a given because she knows I'm doing this live thing, so I'm all right. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, definitely ready. I know Mr. Merseybeers, Adam, has been watching for a long time because I've been going back through the comments, and you've been around for a long time. Because I looked at some of the comments. Obviously, in the early days, I didn't reply to anyone, and I really am truly sorry about that. It would be good when it Cardiff piss up. Only on your second beer. Oof, dear. I ain't even got a clue how many I've had tonight. About 4. Wagyu steak, lovely. But not the stuff from Aldi or Lidl. The stuff from the fine dining places, which cost you a fortune, is the best. My brother used to work at the fine dining places, and I ain't got a clue how he got it. Probably nicked, but knowing him. But he got it, and it was amazing. I've had it. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah. I know. I was really, I look back and I think, wow, I wish I'd have interacted, you know. Rig welter. It was a while back going to Flamingo Land. Can't wait to get back there this year. Oh, I don't know. What's the 12-hour thing she's doing? Not a strip, is it? Oh, dear. I don't think they do that on the Family Channel. But what they're doing, it is amazing. I actually donated earlier because you can donate through PayPal. So I thought, oh, that's good. I don't like giving me bank details on the internet. The Last of the Mohicans. Not really watched that film, to be honest. I watched The Beer Hooligan for about 2 minutes. Yeah. And whatever he was drinking, he was really on it. And that's about all I need to say, really. He was really... unless I had my TV up too loud, he was quite loud when he was reviewing. I think Barry, who does All the Beer, No Idea, I like his beer reviews. Apparently Scott's been watching me for 2 years, so he says. And I just shouted out to them on a video one day because I watched the Leia video, the daughter who needs the heart transplant, and it broke my heart. And so, as a pissed up, I made a video as a shout out, and that's what you get for being pissed up. And yeah, as a bit of a shout out video because the emotions there. Good evening. Yes, 11:30 apparently. All round about there. So when I kill this review off, I'll have to sit down the shed for half an hour or so, 20 minutes maybe, and just wait for I'll join their link and wait and see what happens. Quite nice doing a late night review. I'm usually half asleep or asleep by this time of night, so it makes a change. Or I'm watching TV in bed, half asleep, and then come down the beer room for a quick swifter, as you do. And although I've run out of spirits now, so that's a good thing, I'll start necking back the wine now and the homebrew. Then I'll be on the water, and maybe at some stage I'll drink that sparkling water that I got. Lowe's Water Gold. Vocation Imperial Kirsch. Oh, that's lovely, that is. It is nice. The banoffee pie was better, in my opinion. But that's probably a taste thing. As always, good night. Yeah, I always find that you've got to be careful, haven't you, what you say on the internet, What you say, people can, especially when the bigger your channel gets, you've got to be careful what you say, even if you have got an opinion. I mean, I'm on the prune wine after this, and it's going to be a glass of it. Sod it. I've been a bit loose the last few days, so I reckon the prune juice will just help push it over. But you really didn't need to know that at this time of night. But exactly, your employers could be watching, and these days, social media is dangerous. I mean, my employer knows I do beer reviews because I've told him. Knows I also own websites and stuff, but the work means everything. And I'm not daft enough to slag him off. I wouldn't anyway, because there's no need to. I've never come across a boss like it. You know, genuinely the best boss I've ever come across in my life. And, you know, and for that, wow. Well, I was not in a good position last night with booze and that. So I think the prune juice will help matters out. Lots of wind, no action, you know, if you know what I'm saying. I think the belly needs a good clear out, in other words. So 30 minutes. Shit, what time is it? Let me just check the time. 5 past. Oh, I'm all right. I'll give it 10 minutes and then knock this off and then wait for then join their room and see what goes from there. Dare I say, shitting myself, but there you go. Not literally, obviously, but yeah, it's been like that all day. I've been able to fart all day because every time I farted, it felt like I was going to blow out, but not good. Yeah, the man's brown ale, that's an acquired taste. It really is an acquired taste. I've drank it, and yeah, I know it's £1 and it's cheap, but I would never drink it again. And I've got to be honest, you know. And I try to be positive about beers, but there's limits on being positive. Prune and fig wine. Now that'd be something interesting, wouldn't it? And then Dino's next week, and Dean, he's a sound bloke, he is. And I've watched quite a bit of his reviews, and yeah, man's brown. And Newcastle brown these days, it's awful compared to what it used to be. Oh. So, a twangy little fella. More than likely, man's was stronger years ago. You know what happens? What they do is, to keep the cost down, they lower the ABV. Car crash, what's that then? Is that a beer? Nylon Amber Pour Whitehead. Yeah, all day long. Trish, little blondie. Let's not go down that road. I'll get into trouble. Yeah, I don't need brown. I don't need man's. Ugh. Yeah, Newcastle. I remember Newcastle from years ago. One of the first beers that I tried 20 odd years ago. And it was a nice beer, probably 30 years ago. But now, not a good beer. You know, they've really knackered it up. And this is the thing with breweries. It's all right getting brought out by a bigger brewery, but you lose that. The taste, the what goes into the beer, you know, the pride of brewing a decent beer. That's why little breweries are often the best breweries, because they are trying to achieve that perfection with their beers. Up the borough. Man City, 20 wins on a row. What the hell? Start of the season, they were mid-table, if I remember rightly. Pep Guardiola, so pleased he's in. Good evening. Supposed to be on 11:30. Yeah, Pep Guardiola, I mean, so glad. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. Pep Guardiola, Klopp. It's great to have these managers in the UK. Mourinho. You know, we've got the Premier League is the best league in the world, no doubt about it. And interesting that Man U are doing so well. I mean, as a player, I can't remember his bloody name now. I know he scored a load past us. 8-1 we lost to Man United. Yeah. Yeah, Newcastle Browns are let down, truly a letdown. Houghton's doing okay at Forest, yeah. And I think Houghton is a strong manager. He will stop the foreign owners buying in all that shit that they keep bringing to Forest. Fuck a load of them players off. Get players that are going to win us. Get us back into the Premiership. Right, okay. Right, well, knock this off and then I'll sit and wait. Yeah, there's a song about that, I'm sure. All you can do is sit and wait. Yeah. I'll go and sit in their waiting room. It'd be quite strange, actually. Take the can off the bar, as it were. Let's be fair, though. Liverpool, what they did last season was epic. You know, the European Cup, them winning the league by so much was amazing. And, you know, it gave the likes of Pep a bit of a slapping and say, you need to up your game, mate. So in that way, it was a good thing. Chelsea. Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall for Lampard. Good bloke, good Chelsea bloke, but not the best manager in the world. Good for Derby, though. He did Derby well. Don't know about headlining. I just hope I don't show myself up like a twat. But we shall see. Yeah. Not too drunk, so I'm going in slightly tipsy, as you do. As you should do. And I'm always up for a laugh, obviously. I look in the mirror every day. You've got to be up for a laugh with this hairstyle. Are you a Liverpool fan, Mr. Merseybears? Some of Liverpool's players this year have underperformed, unfortunately, and losing, yeah, and losing the best defender in the world hasn't helped Liverpool at all. I don't know, that Polish off licence, when I went in the other day, 17 beers for 20 quid. I'm like, fucking hell. I put them all on the counter. I'm thinking, here's 40 quid. I thought, that's my money gone. Yeah, I was really tired yesterday. Oh, bless you. Yeah. My brother works with a load of Derby supporters. It kills him as well. And he's Forest. Yeah, yesterday, that first beer just wiped me out. I was knackered. Before I did the review. Hardly any sleep. So tired. The first beer, and it was like, woof, gone. And yeah, it showed, because other people told me it showed as well. Yeah, tonight, it's funny, you know, I went on Scott and Wander's feed earlier, and there were loads of people actually talking about Raggy on their feed. And I was looking, I was thought, oh, this is quite embarrassing. You know, it's Scott and Wander's feed, and there's all these people going Raggy, and I'm thinking, fucking hell. And I was actually quite, embarrassed. Yeah. So, this was quite a nice beer. Wild Beer Company, not their usual can design either. I actually didn't realise it was them. At 5.2%. Do you know, I forgot what it fucking tastes like. No, that's what you get for drinking too much. Oh dear. That sounds, in some ways, it could sound so wrong, you know, but in some ways it could sound so right. It's a strange thing, that. So, Yeah, I think everybody else got the same drip as well. Yeah, different aromas on this, and that's obviously coming from the mixed fermentation. Nice twangy beer. To be honest, I've had that much to drink. I can't even remember what it tastes like now. Good evening. A late night raggy review, and I wasn't swearing. I was actually being quite sober for a change. I've already said what it tastes like along this 40-minute review, and to be honest, God, fucking hell, that's walloped me. That's only 5%. What I can say is a really nice tasting beer. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 5.2%. Cheers. Oh, some nice twang to that. I do like it. So I need to kill this off because I'm on Scott and Wonders in 20 minutes or whenever. It's certainly live. Yes. I'm sat in the beer room at fucking, what, 10 past 11 at night, I think it is. What time is it? 11:15. Oh, bless you. I better nod off. So, as always, thank you everyone for commenting, liking, subscribing. And for those that are around, yeah, bless him. Yeah, a late night raggy. You can't beat it. The wife's asleep. I'm on in 15 minutes. So, right, I need to nod off. Need to go off. Out of 5, for me, I reckon about a 4.2 out of 5. It was okay, yeah. And I can't remember what it tastes like because I've had a drink. So it's tough, innit? I can't remember. Right. I need to knock off and then join the room and wait for the whatever happens. Cheers. This will be interesting. I'm not shitting myself, honestly. Cheers.